Every night, she would sit by her husband's bed, take a pair of scissors, and hold them above his mouth, letting them hover before gently pressing them in again and again, with a steady pace and just the right amount of force. She never actually meant to hurt him. Her husband was a sickly fool, always with 2 streams of snot running from his nose, incapable of doing anything for himself. As for her, she had been abandoned by her biological parents when she was young. It was her mother-in-law who took her in, raising her as her son's child bride. Because of her delicate beauty, she worked as a live model in her mother-in-law's clothing store on the first floor during the day. But once she returned to their home on the second floor, there was endless housework and suffering waiting for her. To briefly escape, she would run barefoot down the empty streets at night, her feet covered in thick calluses and blisters. But the pain was the only relief she ever felt. When her mother-in-law caught her, she would lie and claim it was sleepwalking. Then, one night, she met a man. Beneath the dim streetlights, he saw the veins pulsing beneath her pale skin. She cautiously turned around, confused, only to realize the person holding her was Father David, the priest who had prayed for her husband. Without saying a word, he left, leaving only his warm shoes behind. Their first meeting had been in the hospital. Her husband had a malignant tumor, and he was dying. She secretly hoped for his death, praying for an escape from their hellish life. But then, after her mother-in-law found a priest to pray, the tumor miraculously disappeared. Grateful, her mother-in-law invited Father David to their home. Father David was a sensitive, observant man. He immediately noticed the faint smell of blood on Anna. It turned out that her period had started, though she hadn't noticed yet. While she went to get a sanitary napkin, the guests had already arrived, a section chief and a deputy director, both longtime friends of her mother-in-law's who played mahjong with her regularly. During the dinner, the deputy director openly flirted with Anna, both with his words and his eyes. Though her husband had a mild intellectual disability, he was fully aware of what was happening. Anna numbly stood up, took the hot water bottle from her husband's arms, and walked to the stove to boil some water. Her husband was frail and cold, always needing the heat turned up high. Even in light clothing, he was sweating profusely. Behind her, Father David silently watched. Her mother-in-law laughed openly, mocking her, while the others were left awkwardly uncomfortable. Father David, with a look of pity and compassion, silently reached out his hand. When the lights went out, Anna ran out of the house once again, and the cycle continued. That night, just as she turned off the lights and was about to leave, Father David walked in. He was supposed to be upstairs playing mahjong. She hadn't seen him come down, but since he was there, she naturally took his hand and led him inside. From a corner, she pulled out a cardboard box and handed it to him, a pair of new leather shoes.